Hey everyone, Max Keller here, real estate investor. People come to us, they want to help position their real estate investment business as the trusted experts, the go-to authority. And one of the things that people run into when they before they come and engage with us is their online presence. They're trying to get reviews, they're trying to get testimonials, and for whatever reason, the program or systems or way that they're doing it isn't really working. And the real challenge with this is that if you don't have an online presence, 5, 6, 7 years ago, people were looking, real estate investors up a lot less than they are now. Now, pretty much the default mechanism is, when somebody gets some mail or they see an ad online or a text message, if they can identify the company or the person, they're doing a Google search. They're looking them up. They're seeing what's on there. And I don't remember the exact numbers, but people are heavily impacted and persuaded even and influenced by online reviews. And we're in a tricky business as home buyers. Sometimes we're working with folks that are going through a lot of stuff and a lot of pain, and we're there to help them, but sometimes they're in so much pain it's just really hard to tell who's helping or not. And so it's hard to sometimes get good reviews, and one bad review can really mess things up. So if that's the case, just imagine, I always think about not like, somebody calls me up and says, don't ever send me anything again, or they get to the end of the deal, they just like flat out don't want to work with me. That doesn't really keep me up at night as much as all the people who get my stuff, my mail and my marketing, and my students' mail and marketing, and then they go look them up and they go, we're going to stop there, because it's like, that could be a lot of people, and they don't ever let you know. So what can we do as business owners and house buyers to change that? So there's 3 things that we use, our students use, that have made a difference. Number 1 is timing. When we get the reviews are huge. Waiting, sending emails, saying, hey, let's get the review. Send me a review. Oh yeah, I'll send you a review, and then there's no review. Can you relate to that? Even the closing. Oh yeah, when I get home tonight, I'll give you guys a great review. You guys were awesome. And they leave the title company and they're like 1 foot out the door, and they're like, Max who? Somebody buys houses who? And so we found that timing is the biggest lever, the biggest mechanism. So what we do is that we're getting the reviews when we get the contract. And we're already there at the house, and I just go, okay, how are you feeling about what, how it all went tonight? Tell me how you're feeling about it. And they're like, I feel good. I feel really good. I go, well, cool. Here's the thing. Are you okay with sharing that with other people? Like if somebody came up to you and said, hey, are these guys honest and trustworthy and do what they say? Would you say, yeah, absolutely? And they're like, yeah, okay, cool. Well, most people nowadays don't just come up to you and ask, they check online. So why don't we just knock that out? Are you comfortable giving us just a short review? And they're like, yeah, sure, absolutely. We actually got a QR code that goes straight to our Google review page, and we just bring that with us. And so they're like, here, take a picture of this, or if they're not savvy, there's other ways, but you get the point. So we like doing it right then or before we leave, and then I always just try to pre-frame it so that basically they're not going to say no, because they've already said you guys are awesome and we would share it with other people. And then it's like they kind of can't say no at that point. And I just wait until they finish it and just say, oh, it's okay, we're already here, I'm not in a rush, it's no big deal. Yeah, just feel free, knock it out. And so that's been really helpful to get reviews. QR codes have helped a lot. Those were kind of like not really in for a while, and then I think with the whole social distancing and the COVID stuff, they got popular again. Those are really good. Just making it easy button. So we bring our QR code, we're there at the house and we have it right there. They just take a picture of it, boom, and then they hit the button, and then boom, they're like right there on the Google review page. They used to allow us to do it, and I can't figure it out. So if somebody on here watching it knows, let me know. But it used to be we could change like a little number and it would automatically default to 5 stars. They still had to submit and log in and approve it, but we want easy button. But I think they took that away. So now it just pops up and it's the stars, and then they can do that. So, that's huge. Think about all the sellers that you're going over to their house that, haven't given you a review, but they would if you got it right then. So let's see, timing, QR code, and then newswire service. So there's a bunch of different ones out there, just do your research, but there are some different PR newswire services. Some can just target local, some are more national. But it's good if you don't have anything, about you on your, anywhere. Obviously Google business, you can get that knocked out pretty quick. But PR Newswire service is great. You can pay a little bit, and it won't last forever. I mean, there's no substitution for having SEO and YouTube videos and all the stuff that ranks. I don't have time to talk about all that. But if you're just trying to do something quick, it's a good way to get something out there. Sometimes you can invest a couple $100 and it'll syndicate out to hundreds of different places. Just like a short article about some sort of really cool announcement that you guys want to make. And a lot of times it'll show up for 60 days, 90 days. It depends on what service you go through and all that. But that's a good thing that I don't really hear talked about a lot in my masterminds, but it's something that we've used and it's worked really well. So anyways, I hope that helps, and take care. Bye.